NTDs affect 1 billion people worldwide and have quite a devastating impact on people in developing countries. They affect things like life expectancy, childhood education, and productivity, which leads to a cycle of poverty and stigma. Nigeria in particular suffers from having 100 million people affected or at risk of these NTDs.
NTDs are neglected tropical diseases. These are diseases of poverty affecting mainly those, many of whom do not have access to any form of health facility. So the United Project has helped to bring health services to the doorstep of the beneficiaries.
Crown Agents is a subcontractor to Sightsavers, and we provide end-to-end supply chain services right from customs clearance to delivery. We have to report on certain key performance indicators as well as project objectives to Sightsavers, and Sightsavers has an overarching role of monitoring the project on a whole. So to combine supply chain activities with mapping activities, with advocacy, with communications, and just make sure that all of this culminates in the mass drug administration, which happens 2 to 3 times a year. Some of the entities that we addressed in the project are schistosomiasis, bilharzia, elephantiasis, hookworm, whipworm, just to name a few.
And these are diseases that are associated with high morbidity, disability, and in rare cases, mortality. So we are addressing a key need that will help to improve the health status of the community and consequently the economic well-being. So the program is actually making a lot of impact.
And with the coming of the DFID, that's the United Consortium, this part of how we really enjoy, because they are assisting us in capacity building, in movement of the logistics from the central medical store to the local government central store.
Prior to our arrival, commodities get stored in multiple locations, and that often creates challenges with accountability and knowing what exists at one point in time. But we promoted the use of integrated warehousing, and that has greatly improved the level of accountability and visibility of inventory in the whole supply chain.
Another thing that we are bringing into the consortium is the reverse logistics. So apart from the items just going out, we also ensure that any commodity that is unused will have to be taken back and accounted for. There are a lot of items there that are really, really expensive. It has a huge street value. So we want very clean, clear, transparent accountability of what happened to every single tablet that would have been seeded into the system. So for anyone that is not used, we will have to take it back.
The National NTD program, we have adopted our tools, and the plan now is to roll it out across the whole country so that other NTD projects beyond United will use the same tool, so that we'll be able to overcome perennial issues of inability to account for drugs. So that's one legacy that I'll be very proud of at the end of this project.
And that building capacity, the building capacity is not only in the state level. They did it in the local government level, like where the frontline health facility, that is the health worker, in the remote place, down to the implementer, that is the community directed distributor, and the teachers also. So that whether they are present or they are not present, it's still useful for us. So capacity building is very, very important.
We also piloted the integrated training model. Rather than several partners doing their own training in different days, we work with other partners to be able to have a one-day training that incorporates different components: program management, monitoring and evaluation, data management, and inventory management. That actually saves a lot of time, and it also saves a lot of cost in delivery of training.
Indeed, there is division of labor. Without medicine, there won't be program. But without getting the necessary data that you need, you won't be able to even quantify and get the medicine. So it goes to tell me that yes, I cannot do it alone, and they cannot do it alone.
There was a community in one of the states we work in when they found out that there was this epidemic of schistosomiasis. Most of their school children were passing blood in their urine. And they alerted the government, and the government contacted us, and we gave them drugs. And to our happiness, that was the end of it. So I think, yes, I have seen many, many cases of the impact of what we do.
When I hear individual case studies in the field, the transformation that the treatment has brought into their lives, the changes, and how that has affected their well-being and their economic status gladdens my heart.
Many people now, I say, we are seeing what formerly we are blind. That makes me to be proud. So it will make me to be very happy. Say that neglected tropical disease is not neglected now.